Benson "Smooth" Henderson has recorded 6 first-round finishes. His opponent, Patricky Pitbull, has 5 first-round knockouts.
All right, here we go. You ready? You ready? Let's get on.
Fight Clock brought to you by Miller Lite, the original light beer. Cheers, it's Miller time. It's 3 5-minute rounds in the Bellator MMA lightweight division. Benson Henderson in the red gloves, Patricky Pitbull in the blue.
In his last few fights, early in his Bellator career, Patricky Pitbull tended to come out smoking, really attack early, and then lately in his last few fights, he started a little slower, set up the knockout, and then bang, it's one and done.
Southpaw Henderson attacking the lead leg of the orthodox Patricky Pitbull.
Not just unorthodox in his stance, there's a lot of spinning stuff, weird heel kicks. Never know exactly what Benson Henderson is going to do.
Bellator fans fired up for this main event. Indeed, 2 talented and respectable fighters. And Henderson, good defense from Patricky Pitbull to sidestep that attack. Henderson looking to move to 2-2 in his Bellator tenure. Pitbull has just equaled the Bellator record. And this is 18th fight under the Bellator banner.
Nice right hand. Oh, I don't know what happened there.
Henderson stumbled. Was able to get back up to his feet without paying a price from Patricky Pitbull.
Threw a left hook, but didn't look like there was much on it from Patricky.
We can level to the shot here. He's on the cage. He gets to that upper. Look for the shot.
Patricky, black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, uses his takedown very sparingly. We just don't see it that much.
Has just 1 submission on his record. Superman punch by the southpaw Henderson. Patricky Pitbull has been submitted 1 time as well.
Lloyd Woodard broke his shoulder with a Kimura.
We talk about Henderson's durability. Has been knocked out once in his career and submitted twice. A record of 24-7 for a man who would love to make history one day by becoming the only person to win championships in WEC, UFC, and Bellator MMA. Again, already 0 for 2 in terms of title shots as he fires a stiff left hand to Patricky Pitbull.
Andre Korshkov hit him with everything he threw, and he was there for 25 minutes trying to win that fight. Unbelievable.
Well, Patricky Pitbull just made you a liar.
That kick over the top. Threw some spinning stuff. They just like proving me wrong.
Wow.
They just love that.
Hard to do, my man. 2 minutes left in the first round. Benson Henderson, Patricky Pitbull going through a feeling out process. Again, such an important fight for both of them. I mean, the biggest fight for Patricky Pitbull against, the most formidable foe on his resume. And for Benson Henderson, just how much does he have left at the age of 33, coming off a knee surgery?
Something happened, poked him in the eye. Don't know what it was. It was after a kick.
Patricky, put it out. See. Okay. You see, all right? Yeah, it's just a swipe. Look it right here.
The kick.
Good.
And that finger comes down in the eye. Yep.
Fight.
I think it was the great Pat Miletich who said MMA fighters might need to sport goggles like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar back in the day. Don't think it would be aesthetically pleasing, but it is frustrating to see that happen repeatedly.
Tough. I want to talk about my least favorite replay. It's finger in the eye.
Oh, switch kick by Henderson, and Patricky Pitbull escapes. As Bendo is looking for the takedown.
Bendo already being more active in the first round than he was against Patricio.
Final 2 minutes of the opening round, scheduled for 3.
So far, it's Benson Henderson being the initiator, playing the outside a bit, but he's the one leaping in for that first shot.
Let's hit the gravity.
Goes to the body, and then Patricky Pitbull counters with a right. There's a sweeping left hook by Patricky Pitbull.
Yeah, a little right hook over the top by Henderson, then a left hook followed by Pitbull.
Pitbull trying to stalk Henderson is Bendo looking to launch a flying knee strike before thinking better of it at this time. Oh, opening 5 minutes, a cautious opening round. Round 2 next.
It looked like it hit your leg. You respected his power, but you got to go outside Lomachenko and start your combinations. Let's just get it going. Super close round, but that's his, so we're 1 down right now. You hear me? Come on now. Let's go get this guy. Take the center back. The whole first 2.5 minutes was us in the center dictating pace, and we gave that pace away to him, okay? Come on now. Set up your Viking. Set up your Viking, okay? Ready. Get up.
The bell and round 2 between Benson Henderson and Patricky Pitbull in the Bellator MMA lightweight division. How'd you score the opening 5 rounds on your unofficial scorecard? Opening 5 minutes.
Yep, Henderson 10-9. He's just a little busier, a little bit more active. He was the initiator. That's why I gave it to him 10-9. Neither guy really landed anything of substance. Benson Henderson, he was striking first and striking a little bit more.
And Jimmy, far be it from me to be a purveyor of fake news. Michael Chandler tweeting me saying that he's not even close to being injured. He says he's been ready to fight since August. So bring on. I
just want him to know. I didn't. That was you.
Bring on the rematch between Michael Chandler and Brent Primus.
Bring it on. I'm with it. I'll be free.
Oh, right uppercut by Patricky Pitbull.
Shot that caught Josh Thompson, caught him coming in.
Patricky Pitbull caught Henderson with that right hand coming in, but Henderson resets.
And that's something that might be kind of dampening the offense of Patricky Pitbull. He has to worry about the takedown. Henderson good at changing levels. Punches him in the thigh.
In the thigh. Why not? Benson Henderson, a high fight IQ, changes levels, looking for that takedown. Defended by Patricky Pitbull with the underhook.
Tenacious with the takedown, not letting it go, trying to wrap up both legs. Now switching single. Reaching for switch, going back to straight on defense, trying to stay strong with the hips.
Tenacious Benson Henderson keeping Patricky Pitbull stapled along the fence.
Yep. Burning a lot of energy going for this takedown, but usually has energy to spare. Able to pop out. Almost had the takedown there.
Just past the midpoint of the round and the fight. This one's scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the Bellator lightweight division.
Back for the elbow, that's one of his specialties. Pitbull looking at John McCarthy.
Old school foot stomp.
Yep.
Hello, Marco Huas. Under 2 minutes left in the second. It's a stalemate along the fence. Oh, nice knee by Patricky Pitbull. Slashing elbow. Follow-up. Remember KJ Nunes and Eve Edwards in a similar situation with a knee. Edson Berto.
kind of a guillotine position. He can't go for it without his hips being activated.
A minute left in the second, in what has been a somnambulent second round. Restless fans here in San Jose wanting more action. Former Bellator MMA lightweight champion Michael Chandler letting it be known on Twitter that he wants more action.
He always wants more action. Michael Chandler only has one gear. His 9th gear.
It's the fan-favorite one. 30 seconds left in this second round, a gritty affair, and let's not discount the efforts of both Patricky Pitbull and Benson Henderson.
One thing about a night of great fights, fans get a little bit spoiled.
And Jimmy, you've been training for many years. I mean, MMA is about different facets, and there, Patricky Pitbull with a takedown. Final round is coming up. The beautiful smiles of Mercedes and Lindsay letting us know that it is the third and final round in this Bellator MMA main event. And Big John McCarthy calls for the bell. Benson Henderson in the red gloves, Patricky Pitbull in the blue gloves. After 2 rounds, how do you score it on your unofficial scorecard, Jimmy?
Well, both rounds to Benson Henderson. It was a snoozer of a last round, but Henderson was the one going for the takedown. He was the one trying to get the fight to the ground. Pitbull on the defensive.
Left body kick by Henderson.
I've seen with fights like this, man, it can go either way. Either guy can feel great about the scorecards going into round 3.
Patricky Pitbull in a straight line backing Henderson up momentarily with that combination. Henderson changes levels looking for the takedown. Once again, in case you missed it, Jimmy Smith has it 2 rounds to none for Benson Henderson.
But both close. I mean, the idea that all 3 judges agree is pretty ridiculous.
Wild left hand by Henderson.
Both guys have to fight like they need this 3rd round. They probably do.
Adjustments you want to see made in this final round by both Henderson and Patricky Pitbull, Jimmy.
The volume for both guys. I mean, neither guy's really put their stamp on the fight. Patricky Pitbull, the question is, can he win rounds without hurting his opponent? Hasn't landed anything that's really hurt Benson Henderson.
Good takedown defense exhibited by Patricky Pitbull. Oh, and
Is that a headbutt? Did they clash heads?
It may have. He dropped momentarily, but bounced right back up to his feet. Man, with a snap of that liver kick by Henderson. We're being told it wasn't a headbutt, Jimmy. It was a shoulder that hit Benson, but
that was kind of an awkward collision there.
He seems to have recovered with 3 minutes left in the fight.
Patricky Pitbull always looking for kind of that home run shot, but not putting punches together the way he needs to set up that home run shot necessarily. Against someone like Benson Henderson who's going to keep coming.
And here in the main event position, what has been a terrific night. Henderson gets caught again by Patricky Pitbull, but and Henderson with a left hand and showing off the whiskers of Patricky Pitbull, who ate that shot. I was going to say they want to make an impression. They want to win emphatically if they want to get back into title contention.
Exactly. Another good right hand. Another thing is the way Benson Henderson fights, he's off balance a lot. He's flailing around a lot. I mean, you know, we didn't identify how he went down. He kind of ran into Patricky Pitbull's shoulder. A lot of times, guys hit punches and his head just goes all over the place.
And again,
looks like he takes a shot.
Exactly.
Exactly. So sometimes it's easy to overestimate when he gets hit or how badly he's hurt. Diving in for the takedown.
Didn't set that takedown up the way we're used to seeing Benson Henderson do so, and Patricky Pitbull now just trying to put his weight down on Henderson, looking for a submission.
But remember, Benson Henderson was able to kill, what, 3 minutes in the last round from this position? Even though he didn't set it up, he's comfortable just working from here.
Elbow from the The bottom there is Henderson cut.
Loves that
Patricky
move.
Pitbull.
Loves that move. No look elbow right at his opponent's face. He can't see it, can't defend it.
There's a series of elbows from Patricky Pitbull trying to break the grip of Benson Henderson. Coming up on the final minute of the fight here in the Bellator 183 main event.
I'm surprised in round 2 that we didn't get a separation from Big John. Let's see if he lets this last minute go.
Oh, right hand connects for Patricky Pitbull, but Benson Henderson eats it and coming forward with a knee attack. I wonder where that toothpick is for Benson Henderson. Maybe
He'll never tell you.
Knee in the gut for Patricky Pitbull on Bendo.
If he has any punches, now's the time to throw him. I have him slightly ahead in this round.
Henderson backpedaling, 15 seconds left in the fight. Body kick by Bendo. Another kick, that one was caught by Patricky Pitbull. And it will be up to the 3 judges at cage side to determine the winner in this main event. So how do you have it after 15 minutes, Jimmy?
2 rounds to 1 for Benson Henderson. And thought he took the first 2 rounds by the barest of margins. He gave Patricky round 3, started landing some power shots. But I don't know what the judge is going to think about this one.
Here is our Blackheart Premium Spiced Rum replay. The Bull 93 proof rum that's edgy to the core.
Pitbull, the knee catching Benson Henderson coming in. He was timing his shots better in round 3. But in rounds 1 and 2, Benson Henderson, the initiator, throwing the shots first. Getting in there, being the attacker, going for the takedown. Not successful with it, but at least pushing him against the fence and going for it. Patricky Pitbull having trouble finding his range, throwing 1s and 2s, not a lot of setup shots.
Ladies and gentlemen, having gone the distance, we'll go to your 3 judges at cage side. Your first judge, Derek Cleary, scores the fight 29-28, scoring the fight for Henderson. Your second judge, Marcos Rosales, scores the fight 29-28. He sees it for Pitbull. Your third and final judge at cage side, Wade Vieira, scores the fight 29-28 for the winner by split decision, Patricky Pitbull.
Well, the look of disbelief on Benson Henderson's face says it all, but Patricky Pitbull wins the main event via split decision as he improves to 18-8, 11-7 in the Bellator cage. And the Bellator Blues continue for Bendo. Let's go up to Jimmy Smith.